from the WYLN studios in Hazleton, Pennsylvania. WYLN Evening Edition at 5:30 starts right now.
Good evening. It's Friday, June 5th, 2015. I'm Paula Degnan in for Ann Gownley. Monday, we will learn who will be the next superintendent of schools for the Hazleton Area School District. Rumors are flying around the area that the board has chosen current assistant superintendent of schools, Dr. Craig Butler, to be the next leader of the district. The board will hold a special meeting at 6 o'clock Monday to formally announce the hiring. The new superintendent will assume the position July 1st. That fills the vacancy left by Dr. Francis Antonelli, who retired this month. WYLN's Gary Perna will be at the meeting Monday night, and we'll have the latest on Late Edition on Monday. An update to a story we brought you last night on Late Edition at 10. A Ringtown man was sent to prison Thursday after he was charged with raping a woman in East Union Township in May. 48-year-old David Moran is facing 2 felony counts of rape, 3 felony counts of aggravated indecent assault, 1 felony count of intimidation of a witness, and 1 misdemeanor count, each of terroristic threats and simple assault. A 29-year-old woman told police that she and Moran went to a junkyard to get a part for a truck, and while there, he touched her inappropriately. Every time the two were alone in an aisle, he continued, despite her telling him not to do so. After leaving the junkyard, Moran had to make another stop to pick up firewood. When in the woods, the man exposed himself to the woman. That is when she tried to leave but fell down a slope, and Moran pinned her down. The woman told Moran to stop, but he forced her to have intercourse, and after the alleged rape, the woman reportedly told police Moran walked away, and she eventually went home and did not tell anyone. That's because she was afraid, since Moran had threatened her. Moran was arraigned by Magisterial Judge Anthony Keikler in Shenandoah and committed to Schuylkill County Prison, unable to post $100,000 straight cash bail. Hugo Selinski's ex-girlfriend received her sentence today in federal court. Christina Strom was charged with obstructing a grand jury investigation. She was ordered to surrender to authorities in August. U.S. District Court Judge Thomas Vanatsky sentenced her to 1 year plus 1 day behind bars. The court recognized her cooperation when she testified against her former boyfriend and convicted murderer, Hugo Selinski. The prosecution in the case said that Strom provided significant information and helped in its case against him. Wilkes-Barre police say that they have charged 38-year-old Angelica Amagon with leaving the scene of a crash that injured a man on South Pennsylvania Avenue early Thursday morning. Amagon is charged with accidents involving personal injury, failure to provide duty to give information, and failure to render aid. According to police, Amagon surrendered about 1 hour after she allegedly struck Joseph Johnson as he crossed South Pennsylvania Avenue near Holy Redeemer High School. That happened around 2 a.m. Thursday. Johnson was taken to a local hospital for treatment, but his injuries were not life-threatening. The state Senate passed a bill that would require the Senate to confirm the director of the Pennsylvania Emergency Management Agency. Senator Lisa Baker introduced the measure to offer greater legislative oversight of what she called an essential public safety role. The PEMA director is tasked with implementing the State Emergency Operations Plan, coordinating responses to disasters and terrorist attacks, ensuring nuclear power safety and hazardous materials preparedness, as well as maintaining the state emergency alert system. Hundreds of nominees for various cabinet posts and state boards require Senate confirmation. PEMA only needs the governor. Senate Bill 490 now heads to the House for its consideration. A group of 8th grade students were honored in West Hazleton yesterday. WYLN stopped by the story, and Julie Stefanovich has the details.
The staff and teachers at West Hazleton Elementary and Middle School recognized its 8th grade student body this week for their academic achievements. Each child received a certificate. Other awards were also given out, including the American Legion and the Presidential Academic Excellence Award. Principal Jocelyn Pozleski was proud of all the students' hard work and effort.
We really want to get it out there to everybody that we want the community to come into our school and for the parent involvement so they're part of what their child does here. And as our 8th graders leave West Hazelton and go on to the high school or the academy or career center, we want to just give them a great send-off and say thanks for making such a difference here at West Hazelton.
West Hazelton hosts the award ceremony annually, but this was the first time in the school's history that each and every 8th grade student was honored. We would like to congratulate all of the Wildcats and wish them the best of luck in their next big step to achieving their educational goals. In West Hazelton for WYLN News, I'm Julie Stefanovich.
If you own a cat, Giant and Martin's are alerting customers to a voluntary recall of Rachel Ray Nutrish wet cat food. The stores removed selected varieties of the cat food from its shelves due to potentially elevated levels of vitamin D. The following products you can see on your screen now. The elevated levels of vitamin D can lead to serious health issues. Any cat experiencing symptoms such as muscle tremors or seizures should be taken to a veterinarian immediately. Customers who have purchased the product should discard any unused portion and bring their receipt to the store for full refund. You can also call customer service at 1-888-814-4268. The sun was out today. Let's hope it's not going to disappear for the weekend. Time now for a first look at our forecast. Chief Meteorologist Joe Garbacik is in the Weather Center with the details.
Yeah, that's right, Paula. The sun was out, but the sun went behind the clouds. We did have some showers across our area today, and even some more showers and some storms as you head out toward western Pennsylvania. And we do got some activity here and there across our area, some showers, and like I said, some of those storms out in western PA. So the weather still will be unsettled as we head through at least part of the evening hours, but then heading into tomorrow looking much nicer. Temperature-wise right now, generally holding in the 70s. We'll have more for you coming up after we go back to Paula.
Thanks, Joe. Coming up next, there will be no swimming in one community this summer. That's because the pool needs repair. WYLN's Gary Perna has the story and how you can help. Don't go away.
You're watching WYLN News, Greater Hazelton's only local news broadcast with Ann Gownley, Gary Perna, Julie Stefanovich, Kristen Bazinski, weather with Joe Garbacik, and sports with Eric DeBerardinis and Gabriella Justin.
All Care Home Care, the health care that you need in the comfort and privacy of your own home.
At All Care Home Care, our caring and compassionate staff of skilled nurses, occupational speech, physical therapists, dietitian, social worker, and home health aides will give you the professional care you need. Call 459-3002.
With All Care Home Care, you will feel so much better and be able to do so much more.
Remember, it's still your choice. For your care, call us and we'll be there.
Express Care. Walk in and you walk into the region's most trusted health network.
Spring is here and summer is on the way. Stop by Smith Floral Company for all your garden needs. Vegetable plants, bedding plants, hanging baskets, perennials, herbs, and more. Ask about their beautiful cemetery logs and tributes. Smith Floral Company is under new ownership with the same friendly staff to help you. Delivery worldwide.
WYLN Sports broadcasting live June 14th at the Weatherly Hill Climb. WYLN Sports will take you up the hill, past the Devil's Hook, around the hairpin turn, and through the Dutchman. All the turn-by-turn coverage of the Weatherly Hill Climb live on WYLN TV 35.
There will not be any diving or cannonballs or splashing around at a community pool in Schuylkill County this year. That's because the pool needs to be replaced. WYLN's Gary Perna has the story.
A community pool in Schuylkill County will not be open this summer season due to the aging pool is starting to crumble.
We had a pool from 1978 until this spring when the snow melted and we found that the walls of the pool had moved. We're trying to raise some funds to go along with a grant that we would get. So we launched a GoFundMe site. We'd like to raise about $100,000 and we want to use the GoFundMe account to reach people far and wide who may have been moved out of Frackville and been successful and still care about the town and want a safe place for people to swim.
According to Damalacas, this is the only pool in this portion of Schuylkill County. The next closest are in Tamaqua or Pottsville.
It's the only pool north of the mountain, an outside pool north of the mountain. So it was used by our town and by surrounding towns as well.
Now the borough is looking at replacing the pool, and they are asking for your help.
There's lots of state funding and federal funding, and that's what we're applying for. We're waiting for the fall round of grants because they seem to be the larger grants, and if we want to use more than one grant, we have to organize and collaborate and get them done all together.
The borough is applying for state and federal grants, but they also started a GoFundMe account as well.
Well, we started the GoFundMe account. I set it up around Memorial Day weekend, but today was the day that I started to publicize it, and by putting out the emails that you're supposed to do when you start an account. And we might leave it open the entire time that we're doing construction and applying for grants and fundraising, so it might be open for at least a year or a year and a half.
Damalacas said they are reaching out to organizations in the area to help in the fundraising process.
We are attempting to have every organization in town be involved in some way. We heard the Cub Scouts might do a car wash. A local grocery store, Boyers, is doing dress down days. The Frackville Rotary is making donations. The Business Association is going to plan something. The Recreation Board is going to sell probably wristbands. So lots of people are doing lots of things. We're going to have a concert. A local dentist has volunteered to do a benefit concert. He's in a band called Another Side. So the Elks want to volunteer time and space, so we're going to have a lot of involvement.
The councilwoman said ideally she would like to see the work start in 2016 and have the pool open for the 2017 season, but that will depend on the construction and the funding that is raised. To donate to the pool project, you can log on to GoFundMe.com and search Frackville Pool Project. In Frackville, for WILN News, I'm Gary Perna.
Coming up next, meteorologist Joe Garbacik is back, fingers crossed, with a nice weekend forecast. The weekend starts now. Where's the fun on this first Friday? We'll tell you. Don't go away.
Penn State is right here in the Hazleton area.
We're top ranked by corporate recruiters.
We have 4-year degrees, so you can finish here
or at another Penn State campus.
There's new scholarship money available.
And there's no application fee when you visit here.
Penn State Hazleton.
Download your application fee waiver at psu.edu/visit-hazleton.
A winning smile. It's not the secret to success, but it sure helps. Protect your smile by visiting Dr. Weiss for complete dental services. Dr. Weiss offers a full-service denture laboratory on premises, offering dentures in one day. 3 dentists, 4 hygienists, and a team of caring technicians and assistants specializing in quality dentures and repairs, complete general dentistry, extractions, cleaning, and caps. Dr. Weiss, where you can have new dentures in one day.
WILN Weather is sponsored by Coordinated Health. Coordinated Health. We make you better together.
I grew up in Pittston. I know what it takes to live in a small town. I know a lot of these people, and they know me.
And that's why I believe everyone should have access to high-quality, affordable health care. And why I'm pleased to tell you about a new choice, Coordinated Health. I want the very best for my family, friends, and neighbors, and I know Coordinated Health
will bring a new level of patient care to the Wyoming Valley.
Well, it was nice out earlier. We had the mix of sun and clouds, and it got overcast. We did see a passing shower coming through our area, and there's been some showers out there on radar, some thunderstorms out toward the west, and now we're starting to dry things out here outside of our studios at WYLN. Here's a look at the Live 35 Skycast Doppler, and you can still see some of those lingering showers across our viewing area. There's more out toward the west, and like I said, a lot of the day we weren't going to see anything, but just like the last several days, we were going to be looking at some showers here and there, wetting up the ground, if you will, and then the sun comes out and it dries things out. Our lively high tire conditions outside our station in Hazleton, 69 degrees. Now we've picked up over 1/10 of an inch of rainfall, and again, well, now up to 70. We picked up a little over 1/10 of an inch of rainfall, and that occurred not too long ago, actually, as a heavy downpour came through at our TV station. 80 degrees, Wilkes-Barre Scranton International Airport, 69 in Mount Pocono, 79 in Williamsport, 77 in Selinsgrove, 75 in Philadelphia, and 77 in State College. Up in the Wyoming Valley area from Nanticoke through Wilkes-Barre, Kingston, and Lehman, temperatures generally holding in the 70s to near 80 degrees. So again, some showers across our area, even some thunderstorms as you head out toward the western part of the state. And again, some of that unsettled weather even as we head through this evening or maybe through the overnight hours, and then we kind of stabilize the atmosphere as we go into our Saturday, and then later Sunday we may have to deal with a few more showers which will spawn across our area even as we go into our Monday. Temperature wise, dropping down into the 50s to near 60 degrees tonight. Tomorrow we should be up into the 70s, and then dropping down possibly into the 40s as we head into our early Sunday morning. So tomorrow, hey, not looking too bad. Any showers and storms compressed down toward the south and east, but then again, second part of the weekend, later on of the second part of the weekend and early next week, another chance of some showers, and of course the Pocono 400 at this point in time, because it's going to be earlier on, mix of clouds and sunshine, should be about 70 degrees, about 6 to 12 mile per hour winds. Here's a look at the extended forecast and what we can expect over the next couple of days. Looking okay for tomorrow, and then some showers possibly as we progress through our Sunday later on or in the evening, even possibly holding off to the overnight hours into the first part of Monday, and then we crank up those numbers again temperature wise to near 80 degrees as we go into the middle part and ending part of next week. We'll have more for you coming up after the break.
For over 25 years, Whitetail Preserve Shooting Range, 118 Boulevard Road, Bloomsburg, has provided professionally designed skeet, trap, and sporting clay fields. All stations are handicap accessible with resident NRA certified shooting instructors on site. There are packages available to fit anyone's budget, restaurant and catering on site. Our facility is also available for weddings, business meetings, bachelor and private parties. Call 570-384-2314.
It always feels good to pull my own part. Saves a lot of money too.
I've never actually pulled it before, but I think it's time.
It's environmentally conscious, and it can be a lot of fun.
If you're a do-it-yourselfer who's up for an adventure, then come out to Harry's You Pull It. Pull your own quality recycled auto parts for up to 90% off the cost of buying new. Savings like that'll keep more money in the bank, which could lead to even greater fun. Harry's You Pull It. WeGotUsed.com.
If you haven't found the perfect fishing getaway, you haven't been to Captain's Cove. Located on Henderson Harbor in upstate New York, Captain's Cove offers a variety of accommodations to please just about anyone. The motel, also located on the harbor, offers a magnificent view. Enjoy free morning coffee, air-conditioned rooms, cable TV, and HBO. The cottage can accommodate up to 8 people with 3 bedrooms, a complete kitchen, washer-dryer, 2 full baths, air conditioning, an outside grill and picnic table. Call us today for rates and information at 1-800-824-FISH.
Today is the first Friday of the month, and that means that the Downtown Hazleton Alliance for Progress is hosting First Friday. WYLN's Gary Perna has a preview.
This Friday is First Friday in downtown Hazleton, and then Downtown Hazleton Alliance for Progress welcomes everyone to come down to First Friday and take in all the great events that are going on.
Say hello to summer. So we're kicking off summer, getting ready for some outdoor activities, and trying to get people downtown.
According to Schneider, there will be lots to do and see right here in downtown Hazleton.
We have a bunch of different types of activities this month. We have some children's programs, we have some merchant promotions, of course, and then we also have some art and cultural activities and some entertainment. So I think starting at 6 p.m. we have, at 5 p.m. at the Dragonfly, there's an art exhibit there. You get to meet the artists, there's 2, followed by a yoga class that starts at 7:30 at the Dragonfly. So if you want to spend your whole evening there, you can. The Hazleton Art League is hosting an exhibit as well that starts at 6, and that's featuring the work of artist Grace Sweat, and they're having a reception from 6 to 8. We also have a really neat second time we're doing this. The Hazleton Historical Society is hosting a walking tour. So Charles McElwee will lead from the chamber right here, beginning at 6 p.m. a walking tour up Church Street and back down. So featured tours of the Altamont, indoors, get to see the ballroom there, the City Hall, I think a little bit of the Historic Library, and all the way up to Columbus Park, see Brandon's Forever Home, and then walk back. So it's about 90 minutes.
The response has been very good so far since they moved it to First Friday.
So far it's been really good. We're hopeful that the weather is nice because we have 2 outdoor events. Like I said, the walking tour, and then this month we're featuring our own event. The Downtown Hazleton Alliance for Progress is featuring a Bikes, Blues, and Barbecue event, and that's going to include a live band, a blues band, Friars Point it's called, and then we're also having Damon's Grill bring their outdoor barbecue, and we're going to have that right here across the street adjacent to our historic Security Savings Bank building.
And hoping that the weather stays nice, it will be a great event to get out, get some exercise, and learn about the history of Hazleton. For more information on First Friday, you can contact the Chamber offices at 570-455-1509. In Hazleton, for WYLN News, I'm Gary Perna.
Coming up next, sports, and Eric DeBaradinas gives us a close-up look at race weekend underway at Pocono Raceway. Plus, Chief Meteorologist Joe Garbacik will have one final look at that important weekend forecast. Stay tuned.
Tune in every Sunday night on WYLN from 8 p.m. to 9 p.m. for hard-hitting, high-flying, non-stop action as only Pennsylvania Premier Wrestling High Voltage can bring you. That's Pennsylvania Premier Wrestling every Sunday night on WYLN. I'll see you in the ring.
On election night, after the numbers were in, the WYLN election panel was the first to call the winners. And WYLN was the first television station in the area to speak with Republican and Democratic Hazleton mayoral candidates Jeff Cassatt and Jack Mundy moments after they won the primary election. This November 3rd, you'll know who to turn to for all your election night coverage. WYLN, we're your local network.
It's officially race weekend here at turn 3 at the Tricky Triangle, because what's turn 4? It's turn 2 that is causing literally a bump in the road for some of NASCAR's top drivers. After a rough winter, a bump that was already positioned there has gotten much worse, causing a lot of racers today to say that it was causing them a bunch of issues. Denny Hamlin spun out just a few moments ago in qualifying. Nonetheless, racing weekend continues, and our Gabriella Justin has much more on the weekend ahead.
The summer stretch of NASCAR Sprint Cup Series races are upon us. The series is halfway through the regular season with this weekend's Axalta We Paint Winners 400 at Pocono Raceway here in Pennsylvania. Dale Earnhardt Jr. is one of the competitors in this weekend's race. He spoke about some of the keys to winning both races this time last year.
It makes it pretty difficult to get around you if you got a good car, you know. So, I mean, we were able to pass some guys that tried to get more aggressive than we were, but you know, it just, everything's kind of got to fall in the right place and allow you to make those choices. and it worked out, great for us last year.
Jonathan Kenny considers himself a big Dale Jr. fan. Kenny has been coming to the races with his father for the past 2 years and would love nothing more than to see the number 88 Chevy driver win both races at Pocono Raceway once again this weekend.
I mean, Pocono is a pretty tough track, so for someone to come here and win both races here, it's pretty impressive. It shows that they got this place pretty much figured out and pretty quick.
Ryan Newfer is no rookie when it comes to attending NASCAR races. Newfer has been coming to Pocono Raceway every year for as long as he can remember.
I come here every year, both weekends, and I love coming here. Thank the Mattioli family. They welcome all the fans in with open arms, and it just makes it so much easier to come to the track each and every race weekend, and love coming here, and just everything about it is just exciting.
NASCAR legend Jeff Gordon will most likely be gaining more fans in Pennsylvania this weekend, as he will be racing in a blue and white Penn State car.
I guess the first thing that just sticks in my mind is just the thought of the fan base that we have in Pennsylvania, that we have for many, many years. And now looking back on it, recognizing that a lot of those NASCAR fans or 24 fans are also Penn State fans, or maybe students or people that are associated with the school in some way. So it really sunk in when we went to the campus and saw the excitement of that campus when I drove this Penn State blue and white 24 car on campus and was able to do some little burnouts and different things and rev up the engine and drive around there and wave to all of them and get all the cheers and stuff going on. It was awesome.
Continue tuning in to WILN for more updates on this weekend's races. For WILN Sports, I'm Gabriella Justin.
Now qualifying just concluded behind me. Kevin Harvick held the top position and had the top car through practice and the first couple rounds of qualifying. But in the end, Kurt Busch ends up taking it and will have pole position for the race on Sunday. Jeff Gordon in that blue and white Penn State number 24 car will start in the 4th spot. Stay tuned to WILN Facebook on WILN Press Box all weekend long for updates on the Axalta Wheat Paint Winners 400. Crossing our fingers for a beautiful weekend. It was a beautiful day here today. Hoping that continues. Joe Garbacik will tell you about the upcoming forecast, so stay tuned to Evening Edition.
For all your projects, large and small, Bedrock Gardens has it all. They are fully stocked and ready to fill your order. Rubber mulch and rubber curbing to match. Lots of color choices to pick from. Wall stone, natural stone, full pallets ready to go. Their bins are full with rich colored quality mulch that will look wonderful all season long. Finish off your fabulous outdoor space with their quality patio furniture and easy to assemble fire pits. Everything you need for your summer projects. Delivery available, or just stop by and they will load you up. Bedrock Gardens, locally owned and operated. Call today.
During these changing times, is your insurance program up to date? I'm local Allstate agent Gary McNeilis. I invite you to come into our office or give us a call. We'll help you be sure that you have the proper coverage to take care of all your family's needs at a price you can afford. Now more than ever, you need to be in good hands to protect everything that's important to you. Our team of insurance professionals and I will be honored to serve you. Are you in good hands?
Join us this week on Wellness Through Physical Therapy. Ting will tell us all about subacromial impingement. Ting, sounds painful. Can be painful.
It is for a lot of people, yeah.
And you're going to show us a little bit about how, if people are suffering from shoulder pain, they can get some relief.
For sure.
Coming up this week on Wellness Through Physical Therapy. Join us.
Well, we've had a couple of showers here across the Northeast, and we got some more showers and storms out toward the west, and yeah, we'll have some of that unstable weather even as we head through this evening or through part of the overnight hours, and then we start to dry things out in time for the weekend. Tomorrow we should be up to about 72 degrees and then near 70 as we go into our Sunday. Later Sunday evening or through the overnight hours Sunday night, we may have to deal with a few more showers.
No
Overall
pressure.
Not looking bad. No pressure.
No pressure at all. Nice weekend.
Yeah, for the most part.
Yeah. We've got Pocono. We've got all kinds of stuff.
Just about everything.
Did a nice job.
Oh,
Good.
thank you very much. Have a good night. We'll see you later.